Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of Assyria, where, well, you know, there's the Assyrian Empire, and remember the Nestorian faith has been spread into Bulgaria, and Galicia-Volhynia, which is still at a pretty precarious position due to Orthodox, Slavic pagans, and of our Tengris that are still around in its realm, in addition to some Russian Orthodox over there. But remember, should they ever get into any form of trouble, and I wish those two would have children so we can have religious marriage, now a royal marriage to have an alliance. Like, should they need any help, we will intervene. Well, meanwhile, we still gotta send missionaries to other parts of Europe. Not even right. Oh. I mean, we tried those areas and that didn't work. I was about to say, do they hold any line, these particular nomads? What on earth? Nomad tributary to each other. Again, the Arslan Khaganate is the biggest Khaganate in the world right now. But their moral authority is low. So we'll try to send them over there in that realm. You know, right next to them so they can have some support, if they can. You're not zealous, are you? I didn't see your tree. Well, he's going to prison. There's the missionary. Now, locally at home, again, I put my retinue over there at an event where they get in trouble and we will send troops there. And also thought about making amends with the Zoroastrians of the Hamadan satrapy. Like, you know what, forget about the tributary. Let's be allies. I mean, if you get in trouble, we'll help you too. Especially that we need something to, you know, to balance the scales of the Middle East region. Especially with that growing power in Dalam. Anatolia, although it could still be powerful if it needs to be, but there's still a force to be. Matter of fact, what are the great powers? As we look for realm size. Okay, here it is. Well, we come in second place in the realm size. Well, we have the largest army. And the second one being Maharashtra down in India. But Mali is the biggest one right now. Which, you know, it's a big old African empire that's got, well, I would say close to 75%. I'm no good at estimate of getting all that continent of Africa. As they still haven't got all of Libya and eventually encroach into Egypt. And those will be, and I'm sure in the next century, they're going to be our new #1 enemy. Especially to Europeans, since they have a presence in southern Spain and Portugal. And I'm sure in the Crusade era, like whenever they launch crusade, it should be against them. Whereas we Nestorians cannot launch crusades, but we can most certainly put a hurt to them if we got friends. But right now our concern is spreading the Nestorian faith into other places, so that way we can try to increase the membership of the Order of Saint Addai. Because the one thing I failed to address on a previous episode is, how come I don't get enough training? Well, there aren't enough members to go around. I mean, yes, there's a few that are from that region, but there's a couple from Assyria, obviously. I can tell by the names. There's one Bulgarian who's a member of the Order. So is he. And the Grand Master himself, of an Assyrian origin. Or even alternative, like if you want more members in, well, use your piety and send some of the courtiers to, I don't know, give them a membership, like send a Holy Order. If they got the martial skill. Like him, for example, but he would leave the court. Prison. You're not in prison, you're leading troops, and you call it prison? Okay, that means he'll be out of the court when we'll send it to them. Unless we could, invite some members who are willing to join the court of the Nestorian, as long as they're not members of the Round Table or the Sandpit. Here's one. I don't know, we're not here to make military tutors, we're just, it's like, come on in, and then we'll send you off to the Holy Order. Just increase the membership. Yeah, it's a little smart on my end. You serve as a military tutor for Hamadan? Okay. I'm gonna invite you in, but we're not gonna send you to the Holy Order because I just noticed the traits. Very good. Wait a minute, is he? Look, there's a long out there that we can send to the Holy Order. He's Round Table. Again, there's a lot. It's just I wanted to bring a couple of them, just for examples. Except for one, because we need an organizer. But we're not going to intervene in other people's wars just yet. Okay, sent to Holy Order. Off you go. I was about to say, does that make him a member? I was about to say yes, but no, someone just joined a couple of days ago. Some other Assyrian. It doesn't say that he became a member unless he would have to join. You are now one of our newer commanders. And I guess our, unfortunate, one of our missionaries just got imprisoned. So apparently sending them to a Holy Order does not automatically make them join. I'll make you military tutor instead. 5 even. And also, we have this betrothal to have a non-aggression pact, and this man is the heir to the satrapy. So once he becomes the satrap of the area, then we have ourselves an alliance. I was about to say, can we arrest that man because he's a little, funny in the head? Unless, I don't think you can excommunicate him because he's too much of a good guy, as far as piety is concerned. Oh my goodness. Is he the heir to Babylon? No, just one of the princes who is dwarf and club-footed. Did you marry a dwarf? No. Just bad genetics, I guess. Fine. Haven't got themselves enough trouble yet. And again, you know about fighting holy wars in this region, I am very much against it. Like, if this happens again, I will, take it from them, grant them independence, and the Zoroastrians can have it back. Because we have no desire in expanding into Persia yet. They are not our enemies. Our main enemies is Anatolia, and perhaps coming soon, Dalem. Yeah, we have an organizer. And fighting a desert region, which is gonna be our alley. So I'll check back in the Holy Order in a moment. Just wondering. Those guys I've sent. Oh, that's the one I sent. They did join eventually. Oh, apparently it does work. So, very well. Remember, if you wish to promote, you've got to have 500 piety, so don't spend too much on it. So. Right, off you go, because one would think there should be a recruit process for, like, we want you to join the Order of Saint Addai. Look at you, you're zealous. You should definitely be in the Order. They need men like you. Oh my goodness, I forgot to. We paid to the Jewish moneylenders. When does it become adult? In a few years, we might send him to the academy. If he's got a good mind, then we hope he has what it takes. If not, then I'll send him a book that would up his learning, or an artifact that will send him up his learning, and then send him to the Chinese academy. Speaking of Chinese, I just remembered. I got a guy who likes Christians, so... Look at that. Apparently, we could get a huge amount of grace if we get rid of this flanker, even though he's been good to us. He's better skilled, but... I'm reluctant to do this, but here you go. Even though he likes Christians. my niece Shapira. Nobody wants her, but likes Christians. Off you go. How much money? Oh, yeah. Hello, I'll Kato before the Emperor, Kowtow before the Emperor sometime. Holy War against Eltokos. Where is that at exactly? This area. Hope you're doing well. Going up against Chernigov, which doesn't have very much troops. I'm going to the Khaganate. I mean, Arsalan Khaganate is also part of it, but they got huge numbers. Who else? Chief of Tula, Tula, Russia, yes. Up there. Where's the Gunduzid Khaganate? I see him. Well, boys, I think we found our first opportunity to intervene. We're going to help the Bulgarians. Land our troops there. Well, this is going to be our first real expedition. Our first Assyrian intervention into Europe. For real this time. So not only we're going to be sending our retinue there, but I will also send the, where is it? I was about to say, where's the garden retinue? Don't tell me that's damaged. Not active, because they damaged it. I guess these troops, additional reinforcements, are just gonna have to wait. If they want to go out. So instead, they're just gonna be guarding the garden. Well, we will help out the Bulgarians, but it would take too long to send our whole armies over there. Man, don't want to do that just yet. Let's just send a small force, and if it gets really ugly, then we'll send the whole armies in by sea and by land. Like half the main army, just those main levies, just march through there, and the others by ship little by little. So we're only sending Assyria's best, and I will lead. I know there's no deserts up there, but we're going to need you up here. Well, in that case, put me on this flank, and this guy's good at the center. So, just tell my son that I love him, as we're going to be going out on our first expeditionary war. Remember having a military tutor out there, because, you know, just in case, if my son is too dumb to be sent to the military academy, the Chinese academy, and then he's going to have to be tutored by Saud. There ain't enough of us, so we're going to have to split up. Pick up the rest. Remember, war just started, so it's... we should play it safe and land here. Remember, we're not sending all of our levies up there. We're only sending out a small force. of the Assyrian Warriors Retinue, Assyria's finest, to help the Bulgarians in our first real European intervention. Young Joseph is developing an arbitrary streak that is showing more clearly every day. More ambition. Oh yeah, he'll definitely be in the Chinese Academy. We have the grace for it. The fight's already ongoing. Land here. We'll support him from behind. Just wait for the rest, and then we'll move up. Ah, jeez. Gee, what do we do to put that old bird out of her misery? Like, you would make a much better ruler than she is. I know low martial skill, but still. Crete and Holy War. What's Crete doing? Oh yes, Crete is the home of the Paulicians. Right, speaking of the Paulicians, I would have to point out that there's a recent update, as on this day of recording, which is June 14th, on this day of recording, which means you viewers are watching this on July, if this just came out, if not later. So whatever I read in this version of the update may be considered irrelevant to some. But what's relevant right now on this day of recording is, well, I would only say this, mentioning Paulicians, for them. Paulicians can raid now. They were famous for it. And also Paulicians cannot become monks or nuns. They hated such practices. But is there anything relevant to a Nestorian like us? Well, I would say, just one. Characters who confess their sins during Lent will break up with their lovers. The AI will never do this. If you got a lover and if you wish to observe Lent, then you gotta break up. And that's the way it is. So Paulicians can raid now, so you may never know if Crete will be a pirate den by then. Yeah, Greek pirates. Pirates of the Eastern Mediterranean. If they raid our coastline, then we're just gonna have to pay them back. Alright, boys. Off you go to Bulgaria. The Bulgarians have... I was about to say, have they been defeated? Yes. They lost this one battle. At Odessa. Many more joined. And this could be Galicia-Volhynia's time to join in. As long as the Slavic pagans do not gain any more momentum on land grabbing. And I can wish, the same for them. Ragusa wants to go back home. Even though they are part of Empress Greece. They're united. In a way. Even though they haven't got all of Greece yet. Wouldn't want them to form a pagan empire, would you? Confucianism has spread into this area. Yeah, I could see us fighting them. We'll send our ships back after we drop them off. Have fun, boys. Again, remember your commanders. Just put me on this flank. And Majid, huh. What does Sogdian have? He's better at Sage. Well, unfortunately he's blind. I don't know what happened to him. Wait a minute. Yes, I remember you. It's like I was with my friend, and he's the one that he was imprisoned for. Oh, the war against the Anatolians and their Greeks. They blinded him. Right, he was blinded by the Anatolians. Ah, Jay, I'm sorry. What does the King of Babylon have? He can move troops even faster. So, he's my cousin. Well, he's an evil cousin, but... No, we need Assyria's finest to the front. So, again, we'll follow him behind. The legend of Folke the Sea Devil. Now he's another guy who has another bloodline. Blood of the Depths. Entire cities have been decimated by the raids of Folke. His actions insert him in the legacy of one of the most fearsome and ruthless Vikings of Folke's host. If those Vikings ever raid my coasts, then that's going to be a big problem. That's part of the Arslan Khaganate. That's not a real enemy. I was about to say, you think we should stay there and defend Bulgaria for them as they go on their expedition, on their way out there? Just get that fervor up, and we're good to go. Oh Lord, where are you going? Huh? Whoa, stop. I just noticed that supply limit. Is this deserted? No, it's due to the winter hostile holdings pagan homeland. So be careful whose land you're about to venture. And plus, at that time of the year, it's snowing. Is there any holdings? Oh, just this one. I was thinking, okay, we should go up north to here, even though they're not involved in this Galician-Volhynian Holy War. Can we join that too? Because, you know, we ought to consider all of them our enemies. Just be glad that those guys haven't joined yet. Oh, forgot to disband it, otherwise they would get mad at me. Meanwhile, back home, forgot to spend a little bit of money. There's 2 features. Let's finish these 2 collections. Again, they both look the same. So, Math and Philosophy collection. From the works of Plato to the most recent treatises on mathematics. Am I not a, I was about to say, am I a Platonist? Yeah. I mean, you gotta do something with that money. Oh, I totally forgot. Ever since Ezekiel was canonized as saint, Nineveh is also the home of the burial site of Ezekiel. We get a little tax income from that, and also much lower revolt risk, which makes peasant revolts, or any kind of revolts around here, seem like unlikely. So, I mean, did you get all the dry docks, or whatever that gets more ships built? Just want to know. Uh-huh. We know it's winter out now, but soon we're about to join the Galician-Volhynian on their Holy War against Assyria, which should be short-lived. I mean, a quick win would be a good morale booster for Nestorians as far as military is concerned. So we're gonna move on up. And I'm sure some of you guys, especially some of our soldiers, thinking that it's about time that we kill some Slavic pagans. It's been a while. Yeah, you know, we're gonna take it to the steps after, you know, we left on swampy marsh territory. So once they take this area, build a fort here, knowing that it's normal winter right now, but it hasn't snowed here yet. But you gotta build that fort pretty quickly. We already offered them to. Yes. So we're definitely gonna be there. We'll be there on the 4th of January. So in that case, I will also spend money to hold a memorial mass. During memorial masses, the priests pray for those who died as Christians but has not yet become holy and ready to stand before the Lord. Prayers are said that their souls may be purified from all sin and ready to meet their Creator. Who should the priest pray for? For this case of war, for my fallen soldiers. So we're holding a mass for dead soldiers for hopefully the remainder of this war. It'll up the morale of the armies a bit more, so they can fight better against them, as well as those up there. And the Bulgarians are clearly making a mistake on jumping the gun, so to speak, on areas like that. How many members now? I was thinking we should invite a couple more to the court, and then later, well, send them to the Holy Order so that they may eventually join. Like all these guys. You know, there's such thing as my religion, right? And yes, that includes the lowest of the... No, they require a martial skill 10. Let's say those who reach the minimum criteria. Alright, the war is on. So let's just make a quick victory before they come over here with all their might. they're gonna be coming soon, so we'll have the first strike on this area. Don't worry, we'll help the Bulgarians too eventually somehow, even though they're making a big mistake. They're fighting in the steppes. To the Holy Order with you. Come on, you too. They need you. Need more members. So that way there could be more potential teachers to teach me. Since I'm not getting enough of that. Alright, one more. And remember, since we're fighting against infidels, I have a saintly bloodline where we'll do better damage against them. Against anybody that is non-Christian, basically. It's just a small horde. We'll take them on. Here comes our Russian friends. Help me out here, will you? One day you'll have to specialize. I hear the voice of my old quartermaster in my head. As I look out over the battlefield and the steppe of Bratslav, the sight fills me with resolve. I need to find a focus for future battles. What will it be? I don't know why on earth I would want to master. Although, look, it's good to have an advantage during winter, but they're seasonal, and we don't go that far. And since I'm part of the heavy infantry retinue, so focus on heavy infantry. I'll be here in a week. Okay. I guess we'll take charge of this siege here. Also build a fort. If they even dare come down here. I'll kill this one guy. Get them the heck out of here. I don't think we should spend our money to build anything fort related, because this particular conflict will be over very soon. But anyways, let me see their stuff. I was about to say. He's made a pretty good living out of that. All this stuff is going to belong to Galicia-Volhynian control. Yeah, just a little short help. Where's the Bulgarian army? I was about to say, Chernigov, right? High Chiefdom of Chernigov. We shouldn't really venture that far, should we? Gee, what we need for that. Maybe we should save up the military advances for military organization. Not gonna happen anytime soon, but I guess we'll try to, let's say, nearest Senegalvian territory. So the capital is up there apparently. Which is a long way away. apparently the blind Sogdian was leading those troops for the defense of Nineveh. Almost there. And I'll be rank up to Dame. Female word for knight. Is it related to the Bulgarians? Yes. They're about to arrive, so I think we should go across the river and meet them. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a disadvantage, but again, it's gonna be in Galician-Volhynian territory, so it'll be friendly lines. Alright, as I'm gonna be promoted to Dame, there goes all the piety and whatever. That's +1 martial, and I can hire some holy commanders in holy wars like these. And request military support and warrior pilgrimage. Don't you worry. She'll be a good holy warrior one day, as she's in her 40s. And when is your birthday? Next year. I'll make you our squire. So for now, it's friendly territory that we're on. Guess he was one of their tutors for the Sami band. They've hired mercenaries. They've hired the Sami band. I guess they're on their payroll. And he's got that crossbow just like me. Yeah. I guess they bought it from China. Okay. Since we're in a good morale, let's help out, even though they're neutral, but it's another one of the enemies they're fighting against. Your contributions to the Order and your service to God has been duly noted. I hereby grant you to the honor of rising up in the ranks of the Order of Saint Addai. The honor is mine. Empress Marti, the Dame of the Order. Oh, I forgot. He's the squire. Whoa, hold it. Everybody's here. Oh, what have we got ourselves into? Where are the Bulgarians? You want to head way up here? But again, they took the river crossing through there. Hold your ground. The campaign's been easy, thinking swinging my flail through the steppe is a pleasure. My fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Severian enemies. And the cries about, look! Enemy Commander Svetozar is hiding. Someone suddenly shouts, putting off the distance. There you are, been injured for a fight. He's a hunter. Well, let me just say it in his language, which is Russian. Ya Assyriska. Assyrian. I'm only saying the feminine form because, in reference here. Assyriska, Assyriski is Assyrian and Russian. Just learned it yesterday. The sun is beginning to set when I meet with Svetozar. My mace ready, he clumsily dodges one attack. My next one lands perfectly. Frantically, the man attempts to cover his injured hand, but I've rarely seen so much blood. Remember, I'm a member of the Holy Order. He's an infidel. No mercy. Miriam is such a caring sister, always ready to lighten up the mood during a somber family dinner or play with children, even though we may disagree from time to time. But I cannot deny her accomplishments as a sister. Yeah, he's a devoted Buddhist, so he's trying to reject hate. Don't worry. He'll say things to her. Oops, did I said he'll say things to her? Sorry about that. Hold your ground. We got him out. We already killed one of their commanders. Yeah, I killed him. Speaking of kills, I never knew the final count. I may want to build a fort. Hopefully this will work. By the way, are they at war with anybody else? So this was their issue, and we helped the defenders. Yes, we helped High Chiefess Tatiana Korove. So just a little issue that we helped indirectly. And there's no room. If only these troops get the heck out of here, and we'll build the fort here, and we'll make it our, I was about to say winter camp, but it's in the middle of the summer. Kills. I forgot the final kill tally for Saint Ezekiel. 37. It was 37. Yes, it's a wonder how a man called Saint is the one that has the highest kill count. Second highest, well, is the man who, no, that's not the guy who founded the bloodline. Okay, it's just some other descendant. Have a drink. Oh, hell. They've joined. I mean, as we were building a fort, we were ambushed. Yeah, we had to abandon the construction because we were being ambushed. It's been ages since I felt so invigorated by a battle. Every day our unit is moving, as if connected by some unspoken bond, I exclaimed eagerly one night, or higher power of some kind. This is all you, my lady, one of the soldiers says, a look of genuine surprise on his face. This is a team effort, soldier. We're being ambushed here. Just hold the line. We'll drive him out. Another one of them pagans. I mean, I was about to say, you're leader of the siege, right? Good. I mean, once it's all over, you can get the heck out of here. Viking ships passing through. Let's say, Wait a minute, they just took this area and they lost it? Oh, wait a minute, what happened to... Assassinated again. Assassinations must be common. But you have every right to be paranoid. I hope you too have children. Assassinations keep happening because of the pagans in the realm. That's the problem. It's almost like they want to reinsert control there. The infidels never sleep, and neither shall we. Rouse your men's spirit and lead them to war for the glory of God. Fight well. Members of the Holy Order must attack an infidel army. Okay, we've built the fort. So, it's being reduced. You could say, look, they can have this territory even though there's a thieves guild about. So we're inadvertently assisting those other people. Ah, the Grand Master himself will teach me a way. Oh, wise one. There, now get the heck out of here. Yeah, building a fort here increases the supply limit. But is it enough as they, leave here? I'd say we can't stay here. And everybody is going up against them. Just be glad that they haven't entered that conflict yet. That's because they became Zoroastrian. That's good. And if only she dies. Yeah, I think I got the impression that I don't think we should be here. Some would think is, have we gone far enough? Let's go back to friendly lines. Glad you started yourself family focus. I hope you get what you want. I was thinking, you think we should camp here instead? Like, forget about over there. Let's build a new fort here. This is better supplied and it's right next to Bulgaria. Plus, winter is coming and we'll see how this plays out. Now I became shy. Hopefully it's for the best. Bulgarians have been defeated again. Hope they come home and rethink their strategy. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. They tell us to, win a battle against the infidels, well then let's do it. We got enough. For some time now, my husband, Emperor Star of Chaos, has been avoiding me. He has not visited my bedchamber for several weeks. When I demanded to know why, he has given me nothing but feeble excuses. Today I overheard a couple of the servants gossiping. They told that he has contracted syphilis. Oh, boy. Oh, am I kind? I'll just, thinking about it. Hey, what say about the divorce? He has syphilis. He won't say much. Oh, just wondering. Is it done yet? I mean, it feels like, yeah, the war's an eternity and a half. No. Next year it'll be done. In 11 months. Next fall. Facing a bit of a Khan's army there. Remember, forts can be built in any counties that you control, as well as in hostile provinces where troops are present. Forts lock down the occupation of enemy nomad provinces and negate the crushing attrition penalty suffered at some pagan homelands. So we'll just build a network of forts then. Oh boy. I think they're going to be on the offensive. They're going to be coming down to Bulgaria, so may want to retreat. Just finish that fort and get out of here. I think you may want to help what's left of the Bulgarian army, because they've been crushed because of winter, and there's too much for us for them to take on. Which now I am considering bringing up the whole Assyrian levies this way. Matter of fact, it's going to be largely considered because by the time if we don't survive the next spring, then this war will escalate. So, in preparation, we're sending in ships there. So I think it is most likely an option, even though I am very reluctant to do so, and that is to, escalate the conflict. Bulgaria is in danger of possibly being overrun. Oh heck. How many troops? 18,000. Well, minus the retinue. Tripoli. All of you march to Tripoli. We'll be sending our levies to create a defense of the Bulgarian frontier. So, retreat. Withdrawal, whatever. Just try to hold them off. That says lock down the occupation. So now you know how expeditionary warfare works. And they're gonna take down the fort of ours that we just built. I'll try that instead. I don't usually do that, but I think in the Central Order you gotta try something different. I can have 2,500 soldiers. They help the Bulgarians. They're raiders. Books are getting old. Can't help them on that. But we'll hold here. But sir, there are other conflicts that Chernigov is concerned with. Well, that. Hey, if they subjugate this area, does that mean this war against them will end? I mean, it doesn't look like they're winning. Not much anyhow. Those troops versus this many. So it's pretty much safe to say that that this expedition is kind of a disaster, but that's because of this error that the Bulgarians made. Yep. Told you. The region changes too much. And now they become Chernigov. Never mind. Get those boys home. But hey, at least it wasn't all a waste. Actually got some... Another saint in heaven. The story goes that a man was drowning in the Negev when Saint Shimon ran across the water to help the poor drowning man. It was only after the man was safely rescued everyone understood the miracle which just happened, following the footsteps of God so literally that it is only fitting for one to be as great as Shimon. Blessed be his name, Shimon the Confessor. He was slain. So yeah, he was from here. Now it's the home of another burial site of a saint. Alright. But hey, at least the war ended before something really terrible happened to the Bulgarians, so now they're going to have to rebuild their strength. But if these pagans attack the Bulgarians, that we will intervene. And they're doing alright too, despite the fact that they're the only Nestorians out there. Which is unfortunate, because they're going to keep assassinating everybody until there are no more Nestorians in their realm. At least Bulgaria is more stable. I was about to say, aren't these guys infidels? Or what do you mean by battle? It's almost like they don't include the major battles, right? As I said, don't you worry, we're coming to get you home. Oh boy. Now that I cannot interfere. Before you depart, are you sure there's nothing going on up there? Will you be alright? Alright? Oh, dang it. No, get back to the first. Split a few. One more. Look, it wasn't a real waste of a trip. Became a tough soldier. We killed one of their commanders. And we learned something in expeditionary warfare. About building forts in steppe regions. Get down here. My training is over, finally. Fighting skills improved. Which, of course, I want to keep improving. I'm sure one day I will go on a warrior pilgrimage. Just gotta raise up the fervor a bit more. Let's jump them off, will ya? Alright, we're home. Sometimes I wish we had that garden retinue to, reinforce up there. No, you must learn on your own. You're fine. They're upset about the ships being used to ferry them across. Young Joseph plays hard and talks straight. Be brave. And he did. I like how they call him the accursed because of that possessed trait, or whatever he may have had, but he later redeemed himself. I'm sure he'll be a saint one day in that area. They will remain on the coast for the time being in case they're in danger too. My God, they are. Never mind. That's a little issue that they're dealing with one another. But the Bulgarians, well, sorry, can't help you. Say we gave them another shot. That's my spy master. I'll keep it to myself. He's useful to me. Last. No, we don't have the piety for that. Last chance for the Balkan peoples if they wish to become Nestorian. Look, I'll do you one better. This may sound stupid, but here's some money and here's some alcohol. Maybe it'll convince you. Maybe a little persuasion. That didn't work. Okay. Don't send them anymore. We need piety. Because if I were to rank up again, you gotta have 500 more piety and 1,000 fervor. So. The map of philosophy collection's finished. Good timing. So now we're gonna spend it on the architecture collection. The secrets of building great edifices, roads, and bridges are revealed in the classical works of Vitruvius and other recent authors. I don't know who Vitruvius is, honestly. How much is it going to cost me to build up another? And if I were to start now, it will take 24 years. Yeah, screw it. Building this, and we're going to build this up one more time. Get them. Pagan raiders are at it again. We lost one of our oh no, we just... I think that was our organizer. Because I just saw it briefly and I... Ah. Really? Crete is winning. We know they're not Orthodox heretics, but they're actually gonna make their presence known up there. It's a holy war, right? Yes. Finally, they're gonna beat these guys. So the Seleucids are Zoroastrians. Matter of fact, everybody's Zoroastrian. They've finally eliminated Slavic paganism in that area, we hope. I mean, there's that, but... Is everyone and their mama a Zoroastrian? No. So now they are going to be friends. And for our old friends, the Salteans. That area, Dashowitz. So they tried to retake that area, but they couldn't. It's not about having a marriage alliance with them. These Salteans. Is it going to be... I'll just wait it out. Wait till August, and we'll... Ah, no. You're going to send your boy to the Chinese Academy. Galician-Volhynian Holy War for Turov. It's already started. Should we go again? Second time's the charm? I mean, we did help them out, but they didn't last long. But since it's tribal territory, that they could definitely hold. Oh, they're gonna have a child. They follow. Well, they better have a son, and not a daughter. Okay, that's it. It's official. Second intervention, and this will continue into the next episode. I'm not gonna cut it off right now. But again, it's still too bad that it's not fully repaired and we can't use the retinue for the reinforcement. And I am not in the mood to be sending more of the levies this way. Not yet. So yes, we're doing this all over again. Plus I need to complete my mission. Whose jurisdiction is this? Ah, you could fix it. Don't worry about that. More will be joining. We got your back. And looks like Bulgaria took care of that little rebellion problem. Off we go. Set full sail. Yeah, we're just gonna walk through Bulgaria and have a little friendly chat with the Russians in friendly lines before we're gonna be fighting them on the defense, knowing that I don't think they'll do well on the defense. Being at sea for a long time has made me feel ill, and it is not a matter of being seasick, mind you. I feel very tired, and I have constant pain in my legs whenever I wake up, and my joints ache all over. Maybe we should head back to port, so now I have scurvy. Oh, that's bad for the personal combat skill. Well, we're about to make land. Well, stay strong. It's normal illness, so it's... Yeah. Well, there's always a chance for that. Marshmallow Winter. Get there quickly. Make haste. After being examined by my physician Israel, he told me to take it easy during the coming weeks. I'm also instructed to eat a special diet consisting of mostly fruit and vegetables in order to cure my scurvy. If you say so. Oh boy. Just head to the capital and try to play it safe, alright? Once we get together, find an army to attack and kill them. After eating plenty of different fruits and vegetables, I finally feel well. The pain is gone and I'm in a much better state. I am sure to avoid scurvy if I can eat an orange. Door hinge. Galician-Volhynian Warriors. Alright. And here. Just link up with us and then we'll get moving. Guess first victory goes to us, but they got many more out there. Unfortunately, you couldn't be despite your strength, so you're gonna have to be for learning. Heck, we may even hire mercenaries and send them up there too. But we're already spending enough money as it is. Or even local levies, and just, well, off you go, and then the more number just increases constantly. Good on you. Jeez, 8,000 of them. I can see why it's going to be a very hard time to be fighting holy wars against them. They have a son. And he's born quick. Good. It's too bad you don't take concubines because of the faith. This is due to the Christian immersion mod. They don't allow concubinage in tribal Christians. But nomads, they're okay. Oh no, they're going to be heading this one. Spaghetti's about to hit the fan. Yep. And we can't do anything about it because we're too far from them. Even if we try to come in and contribute, I don't think it'll matter. What's your way? 11. But no, I need someone with the best martial skill. Look, they'll take that loss and then we'll come back and we'll follow them. For now. Again, I would do anything to help out their moral authority. Plus, I want to go kill these guys and complete our mission. So move up a little. Even though this is not steppe territory that we're in. Where are they going? Probably to retake all those areas. Maybe that's the only conflict. They're not in war with somebody else, so... Who are there? Chernigov, okay. Look, we're sorry that it happened to you. If you ever have enough piety, then maybe you could have hired the Holy Order, except it's under being used by them. Unfortunate, because they could have used all that good help. And they're dealing with another civil war down in Bulgaria, so they can't help you either. So we'll follow you wherever you go. We'll support you. Oh my God, no. I was about to say, is this going to be the area to hold? I could be a skilled tactician or a trained fighter. Let's see. Skilled tactician. For example, in a common skill, but much more on martial. Intrigue and stewardship. My God. Okay, we'll follow you for the time being. They're just taking all the tribal areas. It's going to expire in December, and we'll hold another mass. Joseph, good on you. And he's shrewd. Excellent. Let him be shrewd. Or is it possible that he could also get patient? No, he's already shrewd as it is. Now we could send him either to the Imperial Academy or the Chinese Academy, which I believe the Chinese, since he's shrewd, unlike myself, I think he'll have a much better result. So we'll send him to it. Odd choice of hair, but then again, these are Sogdian features. When he comes back, he's going to get married. I was about to say, this is going to get severe winter soon, so I don't know if there's room for all of us. Unless we could build a fort here in your territory. Still normal. Well, for a guy like you, it should be just. Okay, this county is Turov, so how many of them are coming to Turov? Everybody but the one on very top, so... Well, here comes the pain. Unless the army wants to move. I don't suppose you guys know anything about defending, do you? We got a guy who's military tutor of ours and unproven in combat. After this war, I'm going on a warrior pilgrimage. Alright? And one more thing. This is for the domain. Just a little cheap stuff. I get killed in battle, then Josip, he's going to be a college dropout. But, so the Battle of Turov is about to begin. It's marsh territory, so... And plus they will suffer a major river crossing penalty. And I don't think the marsh provides any defensive benefits. I don't think so. It's going to begin on the 19th right now. I forgot to hold the mast. Which apparently we could do that right now, right in the middle of battle. They're in the skirmish. So, up the soldier morale. Well, they outnumber us, but, we have, all of our vessels are those Russians of Galicia-Volhynia saying, Assyrians to the front. And we'll try to do what we can. Well, a few of these guys are with us. Doesn't look like we're holding it, fortunately. Just wait till we get to a melee phase where mostly of our going to be our advantage. Come on, we're forcing them back. So yeah, once we enter the melee phase and survive the skirmish phase, that's when it's our turn to force them back. We did. We took a bit of a beating, but we gave them a severe lashing. Build it again. I guess the mission's not complete. I guess it has to be my war, not his war. Despite the fact it's a holy war. I understand now. So we'll just keep following them. Slavonia is now Catholic, even though it's only one county. So they're driven out for now. Oh yeah, she's a bad person, burn her. Need the piety. And keep it up on the fervor. Since I'm a skilled tactician, that means we get more of that. Holy Christmas. Well, anybody. Yeah, dog pile on them. We just can't finish that fort, can we? Well, then again, it's occupied back to friendly territory, so it's all right. I did not understand fear before. Well, once I felt my legs shake and teeth chatter with fear, then it's hard to remain brave. This does not make me a coward, does it? Yeah, they're all gathering together again. I wish we could break off and fight them, but then again, it may not be the best idea if we do so now. Anyway, Let's do it. Go after these guys at Pinsk. You're all going to Pinsk. I guess you all have the same idea. Huh. We're gonna catch them. Maybe they're all going down to Turov, which will no doubt follow them as well. Oh, they're coming here, even better. When is their movement due? 5 days. Yep, they're definitely coming. Falling for it. Hold your ground. The Galician-Volhynians are thinking like me. Oh, that's how you do it. It has to be the battle that I started, not the Galician-Volhynians. I'm pleased to see that you have brought divine justice on the infidels. Undoubtedly, they will think twice before retaliating. You've earned a rest. Grand Master Abdul Razik, the Chaste. And I guess you changed your culture from Levantine to Assyrian. For God. So now I'm a trained fighter. And gained some more of that further. Let's try to slide through this one. So, skirmish is going on. We're harassing. Trying to need more piety. You got rid of him, right? Once you get into the melee phase, it's all over for them. Advancing on. So that's the thing about heavy infantry. They're terrible at skirmish, but once they go melee mode, then they're screwed. Especially when up against tribal enemies, tribal or nomadic. The Kagan's troops, they're probably going to have to stop knowing that how many of them are. Where are you going? Don't leave us here. Look at this evil person. I say evil because he's cannibal, possessed, great fox, all that. Another Lithuanian Slavic. Man, we got a lot of prisoners. Canunian band. The Finnish mercenary. Fine, we'll hold our ground one more time. Because I've always wanted to fight the Kagan. Guys. They're going to be up there by October 12th. The battle begins on October 1st. Is this going to be our last stand for Pinsk? I mean, we have the momentum. I'm a trained fighter. If I get into a fight with one of the commanders, I'll be sure to fight the way I live. I don't want to spend no further training. I'd like to become a prioress. It ain't over yet. We're going to be outnumbered here. This one, they got a lot of cavalry. That's their order. They're going to kill us with a skirmish. Doing shield wall tactics. Good on you. Remember, Assyrians to the front. That's why our commanders are out there and not the Russians. Those in the center here. Okay, now let's try to force them back. We're trying to. Come on. They're doing a heroic countercharge in the center. We broke their flank. Oh, we're losing it. Oh, we barely beat them. But look, more reinforcements. We're just barely holding. We may have to retreat southwards after this. They haven't arrived yet. It's just... And our morale is so low we can't get out. Because they're about to be here too. Man, bloody Pinsk. I believe that's in modern day Belarus. Remember this place. Okay, we'll fight one more battle here, even though they're a little number. And then we're gonna have to go back. Oh, and our friends are gonna get killed out there. So just hold the line. Just try to leave. Our center's already broken. We already broke theirs. Come on, let's get out of here. Retreat. Or withdraw, I mean. Captured another one of theirs. They're an army of infinite, but I think we may have to consider sending levies up there. I mean, bravery cannot defeat all of them. So I guess we're winning in battles, but they still control all of Turov, the duchy of it. It's like, yes, this is Galician-Volhynian territory, but it's this county here is the real objective. It was Nestorian, interestingly enough, but I guess they must have lost it some time ago. So we're just gonna, again, go down here to the capital, as we'll try to recover our losses. I know they won't, because it would take a long time for them. And many of their vassals refuse to rise up against them. So I think by the end of this year, we will end this episode, and this intervention to Galicia-Volhynia will continue, as we are definitely going to be making plans on escalating the conflict by sending our levies this way. Which, to get ahead, we will raise all these ships. Definitely a little more than usual. Look, Crete's taken over. All these things are taken over. Remember, they can raid now, they say. So yeah, watch out for that. Paulician pirates. Cretan pirates. So don't raise it just yet. So as they retreat, we are withdrawing. So we will stop this episode here, as Yeah, all these guys that would fought early in that war died in dungeon. At least we have some battle experience. So we're doing good. So it's like, yeah, she's 43, but she's got plenty of more good years ahead of her, at least as far as physical concern. And very soon, well, I don't know how soon, because I don't know when I became promoted. I want to say a year earlier, so it's going to be a while before we get promoted up. We have the piety, but we're getting the fervor up soon. But in that time, I think we'll request military training for next time. Knowing that, yeah, we'll get up there by then, once we reach that 5 years. So until next time, this war for Turov, which is Dejo, part of Galicia-Volhynia Kingdom, will continue. The intervention in the Eastern Europe will continue. So we salute the bravery of what I would call in modern terms the AEF, the Assyrian Expeditionary Force, and we may escalate the conflict. So until then, so long for now.